All right, just want to make a video here on this because kind of shifted gears here. Eventually I do want to get to finishing out so I can put that temporary wall in there, but there's still some parts that need to be done. And one of them was removing this cast iron section here because this is not where the bathroom's going to be, for one thing. But the reason I wanted to make this video was because, and I've kind of propped that up there on the hub right there to keep it from falling out of the roof or whatever. I don't think it will, but just wanted to show that, what I did was, and maybe it's not a fair comparison because it's the Warrior brand blade from Harbor Freight. Warrior's like their third tier. You got Warrior, then Bauer, then Hercules, but they didn't have any diamond blades in Hercules or Bauer or whatever. And of course, there's other ones you can get. Lennox, I think it's Lennox. Milwaukee, some other ones, maybe not a fair comparison, but regardless, all the videos that I watched on YouTube said, all right, so grinder versus recip saw. Got that Bauer recip saw electric, did a good job. I don't think it's the fault of the recip saw. Only thing I had before was this recip saw, which is this little handheld Ryobi. It doesn't really get a good, not adequate to cut through cast iron. But anyways, long story short, I cut that section right there with the recip saw. It took a long time, a lot of pressure, basically ate up one blade. I mean, you could still see the diamond on it after that, but after that I tried on the second one to go below right here. You can see how I started it right here. Got there, and then I changed blades. And it really wasn't doing. Of course, it's not really. But long story short, everybody said, "Oh, recip saw diamond blade versus grinder with metal cutting disc." So swapped out just to try the metal cutting disc. Man, it cut through that thing not like butter, but much better. Of course, you have to be more careful to. I think I got a fairly good cut. I have to tell you, didn't mark it or nothing like that. Kind of estimated, but man, I cut through that so much quicker with the grinder than I did the recip saw. It was night and day. So yeah, and not a fair comparison because, like I said, I didn't get a good Lennox or Milwaukee or one of those better blades. So maybe next time, but needed something quick. But this one I also went most of the way that I could get to with the grinder blade, and it did so much better. But then when it got in tight spaces, I got through, and I did do a little bit with the recip saw until it got to the end, and I really couldn't get to the back. Excuse me. And it hit, and basically what I just did is I wiggled it and busted it out. Cast iron is brittle. And it busted a hole in it, actually jammed the blade, but it didn't bend or nothing like that, but hard to get in there in between these things because I'm trying to preserve these 2x4s. This wall, I'm keeping this exterior wall. I don't want to disturb anything on that wall because that's on the other side on the dining room. I'm going to probably remove a section here for a hall, but that is not right there. So eventually going to have to remove that entire pipe, knowing how much work it is and how hard it is. And there's enough clearance in here. I can get my hand in behind here. Going to see about renting one of the blade chains that they have chains with wheels on them that you wrap around, and hopefully there's enough clearance to get in there and just what it does, and then you cinch it up, and it basically breaks it. It has cutting wheels all around it, and it breaks it. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of this because it's just too tight a space, too much work to do in there. And so the reason I'm leaving that there is there may be an opportunity where I can stick a hub on it, and then if I did, I would try to go a little bit smaller, but wherever the drain is going to be, because I don't know where else I can tie into, and that's probably the only spot to tie into for the sewage. So leave that there. I dug it out just to see where exactly it was going. Saw another old pipe in there. Cut some old pipes in here. It's I don't know if I can find it, but there was a piece of pipe. Here's another thing: when people ran the pipe underneath that plastic, all right, and these were out of commission lines anyway, so no big deal. Galvanized line, probably for water at one time. Got those all out of the wall, but I can't find it. But there was a section that was under. There it is. As you can see, that section underneath the plastic. That's so stupid, because what happens is, the idea is the plastic keeps the moisture from coming up and hitting the bottom thing, but it also keeps the moisture from coming up. So basically, the pipe that was underneath the plastic was rusting out. Now, again, that pipe was out of commission, so no big deal. But the idea is here, don't run metal pipes under your plastic for your underlayment, because you're going to hold the moisture on that pipe. Moisture held on any material, wood, steel, metal, galvanized, anything that can corrode, anything that can rot. You don't want water to remain on it for a certain amount of time, because it will rust, it will rot. So just don't do it.